They're making Shrek 5 and maybe a donkey spin-off.
You looked deep and sensually into my eyes when you said that. And maybe a donkey spin-off.
It's definitely a euphemism. What do you...
Donkey spin-off.
My favorite position. What do you think of this news?
Honestly, after Puss in Boots, which I thought was fantastic, and they did tease a little Shrek.
They did, yeah.
I was honestly kind of excited for it, and I think if they do it in similar vein, then I think it'll be great. I don't see because they're getting the same cast back together, which they announced that as if it was some big grand thing. I was like, I'd hope they would.
Yeah, I mean, what is Mike Myers doing besides Shrek movies?
Well, you say that, but he was in the Bohemian Rhapsody movie.
He wasn't in Inglourious Bastards 14 years ago.
It's true.
He did do that show about him being 5 different Mike Myers on Netflix. Do you remember that? The Pentaveret or something.
He is in Baby Driver.
He is. I mean, I'm down. I think the Shrek movies have a pretty good track record. I think there's 2 amazing ones, one good one.
No, one good one.
One meh one and one good one. Shrek 4 is the good one.
No!
Shrek Forever After.
The worst take I've ever heard.
Even worse than your John Wick take. Oh, I'm reminding the fans. Get him! Get him!
Pounce!
Now's your chance!
Roast him!
Come on. Oh, you're going to get... this is another common FDKL. They're going to
No.
say... You think Shrek 4 is worse than Shrek 3?
Absolutely!
Shrek 3 is the weakest of the quadrilogy.
God, it's because I'm surrounded by a bunch of film nerds. y'all take it too literally. You need to just feel the aura and
metaphor.
You need to feel the aura and atmosphere of the movie. And if you do that, undeniably, Shrek 3 is a way better movie. Objectively.
The aura and atmosphere of Shrek 3.
Because Shrek...
The scene when the witches descend upon the town. It's a metaphor for the bombings in World War II. Shrek 4 is about the existential question of, would you give up your wife and children to be
an ogre?
It has Rumpelstiltskin?
It's such a... It does have Rumpelstiltskin. It's such a... I don't know, it's such a bummer of a movie.
But no. He finds the ogre resistance. Another one of my favorite positions.
The ogre resistance.
I do think, to be fair, I'll say this. As much as I love Puss in Boots 2, I feel like that style that they had works really well for Puss in Boots, because Puss in Boots is sort of this, you can do him as sort of this Zorro parody, adventure hero, and because it wasn't, you watch Shrek 2 and it's a very self-referential comedy, and Puss in Boots 2 was still a comedy, but it was more like a classic adventure comedy.
Yeah.
And I think if you do Shrek, I think needs to be sort of goofy, will be outdated soon, but pop culture reference kind of thing. And I think if they do it the same exact style, I don't know about it. I do think the animation style could be cool though to see.
I think animation style could be cool, and I think I agree. There's certain elements that they should change and certain elements that they should bring in. I think the kind of dark humor of the villains and stuff, I think is something they could bring in. I think that'd be good. The kind of whole Jack Horner kind of thing that they had in Puss in Boots. I think that would work well in a Shrek movie.
Yes.
But yeah, a bit more just kind of goofy, but also a bit more, have a few hidden meanings here and there. I think would also be good.
As Shrek 3 does.
As Shrek 3 is full of, really.
As it is a metaphor for the trench warfare of World War I. No, fair. I respect your opinion. I'm not trying to belittle you, but I am doing it anyway. I don't even have to try.
It just happens so naturally.